June 5th, 1960, Lake Bodom, Finland. 4 teenagers are camping by the lake, enjoying a night under the stars. But as the clock strikes 4 a.m., their peaceful slumber is shattered by a nightmare come to life. An unseen attacker slashes through their tent, leaving 3 of them dead and 1 barely alive. The survivor remembers nothing, and the killer vanishes without a trace. This is the true story of the Lake Bodom murders, a mystery that has haunted Finland for over 6 decades. In this video, we'll dive deep into the case, exploring the evidence, the suspects, and the theories that have emerged over the years. But be warned, this story is not for the faint of heart. It's a tale of brutality, betrayal, and the unknown that will leave you questioning what really happened that fateful night. So, grab your blanket, turn down the lights, and let's uncover the horror of Lake Bodom. It's June 1960. And you're a teenager in Finland, excited for a summer camping trip with your friends. The location? Lake Bodom, a beautiful spot near Espoo, known for its calm waters and dense forests. It's the perfect place to escape the city and enjoy nature. On June 4th, 1960, 4 friends, Seppo Boisman, 15, Tuulikki Mäki, 15, Maila Björklund, 15, and Niels Gustafsson, 18, arrived at Lake Bodom. They were looking forward to a night of fun, swimming, and maybe a bit of mischief. They set up their tent near the water's edge, built a campfire, and settled in for the night. But Lake Bodom has a history of its own. During the summer months, Finland experiences the white night, where the sun barely sets, creating a perpetual twilight. It's a magical time, but on this night, it would cast an eerie glow over a scene of terror. As the night wore on, the group eventually fell asleep in their tent. At around 4 a.m., while they were deep in slumber, an attacker approached. Without warning, the assailant began slashing through the tent fabric with a knife, stabbing and bludgeoning the sleeping teens. The attack was brutal and efficient. Seppo, Tuulikki, and Maila were killed almost instantly, their bodies left in a bloody heap. Maila, found partially undressed, had been stabbed multiple times even after she was dead, suggesting a level of rage or hatred that is hard to comprehend. Niels Gustafsson, the only survivor, was found outside the tent, severely injured with head trauma. He was unconscious when help arrived and claimed to have no memory of the attack. When the police arrived, they were met with a scene of carnage. The tent was shredded, blood was everywhere, and there were strange marks on the ground that didn't seem to match any known weapon. Bloody footprints led away from the scene, but disappeared into the forest, as if the attacker had vanished into thin air. But who could have done such a thing? Was it a deranged killer lurking in the woods, or something more sinister? The investigation into the Lake Bodom murders was fraught with difficulties from the start. The crime scene was not properly secured, and evidence was contaminated. Witnesses reported seeing a man in red near the lake in the days leading up to the murders, but no one could identify him. Over the years, several suspects have been proposed. Let's take a closer look at each of them. First, there's Valdemar Gillström, a local kiosk keeper with a history of violence. In 1969, he confessed to the murders, claiming that he had killed the teenagers after they refused to pay for drinks at his kiosk. However, his confession was later retracted, and he drowned in 1969, taking any potential secrets with him to the grave. Then there's Hans Assmann, a German man who was living in Finland at the time. He was seen acting suspiciously near the lake and had a criminal record, but there was never enough evidence to charge him. In 2004, the case took a dramatic turn when Niels Gustafsson was arrested and charged with the murders. The prosecution argued that he had killed his friends after a dispute, possibly over Maila, with whom he was rumored to be in a relationship. However, in 2005, Gustafsson was acquitted due to lack of evidence, and the case remains officially unsolved. But is that the end of the story? Hardly. Over the years, many theories have emerged. Some believe that the killer was a local resident with a grudge against the teenagers. Others think it might have been a random act of violence by a transient. There are even those who suggest that the murders were committed by more than one person, given the ferocity of the attack. Perhaps the most chilling theory is that the lake itself is cursed. Local folklore speaks of strange lights and unexplained phenomena around Lake Bodom. Some say that the spirits of the lake took revenge on the teenagers for disturbing their peace. So, what do you think? Was it Valdemar Gillström, Hans Assmann, or someone else entirely? Maybe it was Niels Gustafsson covering up his crimes. Or perhaps there's a darker explanation, something tied to the lake itself. Imagine if Niels Gustafsson was indeed the killer. What could have driven him to such violence? Or perhaps it was someone else, someone we haven't even considered yet. The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes this case so haunting. The Lake Bodom murders are more than just a crime. They're a haunting reminder that some mysteries may never be solved. But what do you think? Drop your theories in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. We have more true crime stories coming your way, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.